This video will cover the topic finding the roots of a quadratic equation with a leading coefficient 1. Our first example problem will be u squared minus 3u minus 4 equals 0. To find the roots of this quadratic equation, we're going to factor out the quadratic.
How do we factor out a quadratic? Are there some steps we need to follow?
Great question. We start off by looking at negative 4. We need to find which factors of negative 4 can be added together to get negative 3, which is the coefficient of our middle linear term, negative 3u. Let's list out the factors of negative 4. We have negative 1 and 4, negative 2 and 2, and negative 4 and 1. Once we add the pair of numbers together, we get the result of 3, 0, and negative 3. We see that the pair that gets our needed result of negative 3 is negative 4 and 1. Based on our results, we can factor out our quadratic to u minus 4 times u plus 1.
So, now that we got our quadratic equation factored out, what would our roots be?
Well, if we look back at our original problem, the question is asking for the roots of the quadratic equation that when inserted into the equation give us the result of 0. We find these roots by taking the factors of our quadratic equation, which are u minus 4 and u plus 1, and set them equal to 0. Then we solve for u. This gets us the result of u equals 4 and u equals negative 1. Our final answer is u equals negative 1, 4.
What would happen if our roots were the same number?
Then we would still have two roots. Quadratic equations always have two roots. The number of roots will always equal the degree of the polynomial equation. Since the degree of the quadratic equation that we are about to solve is 2, we know that there will be two roots, even if they are the same root. Let's now start the problem. X squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. We then list out the factors of 4 to see which pair adds up to negative 4. We see that the pair that adds up to negative 4 are negative 2 and negative 2. This factors out our quadratic equation to x minus 2 times x minus 2. Even though our roots are the same, we still have two roots because a quadratic equation has two roots. If we set x minus 2 to equal 0, we get the final result of x equals 2 and x equals 2. Even though our answer is the same number, we still get two answers because a quadratic has two roots. Now that we have finished two example problems, would you like to try one more?
Sure, I think I'm ready.
Okay, your example problem is y squared minus 11y plus 28 equals 0.
To find the root of this quadratic equation, we would need to factor out our quadratic. We start this by looking at which factors of 28 can be added together to get negative 11. The factors of 28 are 1 and 28, 2 and 14, 4 and 7, negative 1 and negative 28, negative 2 and negative 14, and negative 4 and negative 7. Since all our positive pairs will only give us positive numbers as answers, we can skip them and go to our negative numbers. When we add up our negative pairs, we see that the pair that adds up to negative 11 is negative 4 and negative 7. This means we factor our quadratic equation out to the factors y minus 4 and y minus 7. From here, we set both factors equal 0 to find our roots. We then solve for y. This gets us the result of y equals 4 and y equals 7. This means that our final answer is y equals 4 and 7.
Now you're getting it.